Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's NEET PG 2024 Maharashtra PG medical registration demo. Maharashtra started the process of registration yesterday, so we usually take at least 2 days for any registration to go ahead. There are a lot of queries even on Telegram and otherwise, why haven't you done the registration? We go through the registration process in detail, if anything has changed, and only then do the demo. So that is why there is always a difference. Some of the registrations might close a little earlier. In that case, we might prioritize, but otherwise it takes only possibly 2 to 3 hours maximum, usually 1 hour, for you to register if you have all the documents. We've already mentioned all the documents that are required. So be ready with the documents, and once the registration is done, it will be smoother than rushing us also into registration and all of us making mistakes. Maharashtra's timelines, 27th the registration started, and up to 2nd of October the registration is over, would be available, and the payment alone can be done after until the 3rd of October. So by 2nd, you will have to apply for the session and complete your the entire process. Uploading can be done till uploading and payment can be done till the 3rd of October. The rest of it will be intimated. We will look at the eligibility for Maharashtra. Maharashtra has 50%. The eligibility for government quota seats is pretty clear. 50% government institutes plus 50% of private institute seats. Candidates who have passed MBBS from any institute in the state of Maharashtra, and candidates who are Maharashtra domicile but have passed MBBS from either 15% All India quota or from central universities or AIMS. So this is a set of candidates who are eligible for all the seats in Maharashtra. In fact, so even for the institutional quota 50%, this is a set of candidates who will be eligible. And beyond that, foreign medical graduates are not eligible for Maharashtra counselling, and PIO or OCA foreign nationals may be eligible subject to the court decisions on OCA. That we'll have to wait. MBBS bond completion for candidates. For candidates who completed their bond in who were 2017 batch or 2018 batch. This is the second attempt for 2017, first attempt for 2018. So they are eligible. They just need to give an undertaking which says that this is the first or second attempt. 2016 batch, a bond release certificate is required. Basically, anybody who has completed before July 31, 2022, if their internship is complete, then they are ineligible without a bond release certificate. Currently, note that, let us say you don't have a bond release certificate, not a problem at the current stage. You are completing it in 10 days, 15 days. Take a call, because a bond release certificate is not required in the current stage. At the time of admissions, currently you can file an affidavit, upload an affidavit saying, I am in the process of getting a bond release certificate, but I will provide that at the time of admissions. That is sufficient. And during admissions too, right before admissions, let us say you have 4 days for admissions, you can go get your bond release certificate from your institute. You pay up the amount, they will give you a receipt or a release certificate kind of. It is not the complete original release certificate that you will get after 1 or 2 months, but a receipt of making the payment and starting the process of release. That is enough for admissions. So you don't need to rush now and make the payment. You can also do that at a later point in time, but connect with your institute if you are a 2016 batch candidate or earlier, and you need a bond release certificate, a candidate who needs a bond release certificate. Homepage, you go to cetcell.mahacet.org. Under the homepage, you can either go to admission process over here or click on CAP. CAP is the centralized allotment process. You click on 2024-25, it will take you to this page. And as you scroll down, you will see NEET PG medical over here. So from this admission portal, basically you can go on to NEET PG medical and then go on over here. You will have all the notifications coming up at this place and the information brochure and other news items over here. You go to the registration portal. This is the registration portal and the login. You click here for new registration and it will take you to the page where the instructions are mentioned, and you will have the complete details of what are the details that will be asked, etc., and the document related information, and very clearly mentioning that anybody who is applying as NRI will not be eligible for other seats, and click on next over here, and then it will take you to the registration. This is the first step of the registration. You will enter your NEET roll number, application number, and date of birth exactly as in your NEET PG scorecard. This is your August 30th scorecard or September 10th scorecard. Both will have the same details. Don't go with your original June 23rd admit card which got cancelled. There might be some confusion there. So NEET PG roll number, application number. NEET PG roll number starts with 24 and application number starts with PG. Go ahead. This mobile number and email ID, both you need to get an OTP. Send an OTP here and verify. Again, email ID, send an OTP here and verify again. very clearly note that this need not necessarily be the same as your NEET PG exam mobile number and email ID. If you have missed that, not a problem. You can use a new mobile number and OTP, but mobile number and email ID, but this has to be there with you till the end of the counseling. This create, because your OTPs may come in there, create an account over here. It will completely, so once your OTPs are verified, it will take you to this page. Once your OTPs are verified, verify OTP will confirm this, and then create an account. It will take you once again to completion, back to the registration portal. You can start by sending your email ID or mobile number. This will be your login credentials, your email ID or your mobile number which you have verified, and then enter your password over here and move ahead. Now here you will have the password creation which is mentioned over here, and then you can move ahead. The password will be received by you. Now here in the application status, this is the complete list of things that you will have to complete. All the steps need to be done, and then a final payment also needs to be done, and upload of certificates are to be done. Here your first part of NEET information is complete. You will start with your personal information, then move on to reservation, etc. We will show that one by one. So once you click on the personal information, how do you do that? To complete your profile, always go and click here. Till the time you complete your profile, keep logging in and clicking over here. Click over that, then it will take you to this page where you start with personal information. You will start with personal information where your name, mobile number, email ID, date of birth is all pre-filled. Whether your name is changed after the 10th certificate, select yes or no. If yes, you might have to enter details. If your enter your father's name and mother's name, this is editable. You can change your name according to your certificates if you want, if it is different from the NEET PG exam one. Gender, select your gender. Then mention your permanent address over here. Alternate contact number, Aadhaar number are not mandatory. Enter your permanent address, and then your present address is same as, enter your permanent address, and if your present address is same as the permanent address, click on this, otherwise enter your address. Now you can go on save and next. Save and next will take you to the, you can go on save and next, and then this takes you to the next part, which is the reservation related part. You see here step 3, you will get complete over here on personal information, takes you to the reservation part. Reservation part, first part is whether you need to apply for NRI. Now let us say you select no, then it is a normal process that it will take you to, and if you select yes, which means first NRI are not eligible. You might be an MBBS from Maharashtra, you might be eligible for government seats, but if you select yes over here, then you are not eligible for any seat other than NRI. You have government seats, you have management quota seats or institutional quota seats, or within government you have the private institute seats. None of these you will be eligible for if you select yes over here. You will only be eligible for NRI quota. If you select yes, then you will have to give information on whether the candidate is NRI or candidate is ward of NRI. Any one of these you will have to select as yes. If you select no, then it is a straightforward process. You will there will be no information. You will go ahead with if the OCA or PA, if the candidate is OCA or PAO holder. Note that this is not about somebody who's OCA or PAO sponsoring you. This is whether you are an OCA or PAO holder. You can if you select no, then automatically nationality available will only be Indian. If you select yes, then nationality is foreigner. Be very clear. If you are an OCA or a PAO holder, then you are not a Maharashtra domicile, which obviously means you should be an MBBS from the state of Maharashtra to be eligible for the counselling, because you have also selected NRI as no. We'll not get into that. We'll straight away get into a normal process. Nationality for OCA is equal to yes will be a foreigner candidate, and whether it is your domicile of Maharashtra, you will have to select. Now this is the normal candidate, a domicile who is a normal candidate who has selected domicile of Maharashtra as no. You are an Indian, you have selected domicile of Maharashtra as no. What does this mean? You are an Indian, you have selected domicile of Maharashtra as no, means you have done your MBBS in Maharashtra, and that is why you are applying. Your category will be open. Any candidate who is not a domicile of Maharashtra will clearly have their category as open only. You have a certificate from a different state, that will not be applicable in Maharashtra. If you are not a domicile of Maharashtra, you will be under the open category, eligible only for open category seats. And then you can select the subcategory. Obviously, because you are open category, there is no subcategory. Annual family income, region of residence does not matter. Select something. If you know whether it is a Gram Panchayat, etc., do that. Otherwise, just randomly select something. No use in that. It is only demographic information collected. Next, let us say this. We are looking at a candidate who says, oh, domicile of Maharashtra is yes. So basically select yes over here. You will have the category. These are the reservation categories in Maharashtra. you select the subcategory. If it is open, no subcategory. If it is SC, ST, you will have the subcategory. This is the caste category that you will have to select. Select those. If it is SABC, it is Maratha quota, and then OBC you select. If it is EWS, you will see one more column over here, which is EWS certificate in the state format, whether it is available or applied but not received. Note that you might be able to apply as EWS even if you haven't got the certificate. This is Maharashtra specific rule. Later during the time of admission, you will have to produce it. Same way, if you are selecting SC, OBC, etc., you will have this column saying, do you possess the caste certificate? If it is available, say mention available. If it is not available, applied but not received, you can produce the certificate at a later point in time. PWD, select PWD yes or no, and then if it is yes, then definitely you will have to get a certificate from one of the 16 disability centers by MCC. If the candidate is an orphan, you have orphan A and B and orphan C clauses, select that. If you want to claim minority quota, select yes. If you say yes, then it will list down all the minority quotas. You have Muslim minority in one Muslim minority college in Maharashtra, you will be eligible for those seats. List of it, then once you complete this, then go ahead and then go to the next page where you will select in-service quota. Now in-service quota is what you are selecting. Here if you are applying for in-service quota, select yes, specify the establishment you are appearing for and date of joining the permanent service and whether you have applied as got the NOC, etc. These are straightforward queries. You will also mention the posting address when you are selecting the information. So basically when you select yes, whichever one this is, you will also have to select the posting address, and also if departmental inquiry is pending, if so what is the inquiry pending, that will all be asked. NOC has to be issued, the issue date has to be clearly mentioned for those who are applying for in-service quota. And if there is a departmental inquiry, like we said, that needs to be confirmed. This is only for in-service quota, so not getting into detail. You go through every part, it will clearly tell you what needs to be filled and what fields will come up if they are filled. If there is so you move on to the next page. In case your in-service quota is no, then directly nothing else to be filled. Usually most of the candidates will say in-service quota is equal to no, because you're not in government service, you're looking for the seats other than that. Save and next, move on to the next page. Previous college information, straightforward. This defines your eligibility. Where you complete eligibility is defined by this, and you have to be either a Maharashtra MBBS or a domicile of Maharashtra who has done AAQ 50%, MBBS in AAQ 50%, AIMS or central institutions, central universities. Date of passing by final MBBS degree examination. In case your date of passing is some date which is not you have a date of passing which is not clearly mentioned, then you can mention 31/12 something. It is not a problem. If you have the year right, that is also sufficient. Aggregate percentage marks should be greater than 50. We have just given it for reference, but it should be greater than 50. Date of internship completion before 15/8/2024. We know that. Whether the candidate is pursuing a MCA recognized diploma course, if you are pursuing that, mention that and the subject of diploma. Whether the candidate is pursuing a medical course, then yes, no, completed, mention that. If you have completed, then select the course that you have completed. Be very clear, Maharashtra does not allow a second degree. If you have already completed an anesthesia, let's say you are selecting anesthesia over here, which means you have completed a PGM degree course in anesthesia, only private institutes you will have as options, you will not have government institutes as options. You are not eligible for that. Then comes the most important thing, whether the candidate has passed MBBS degree from a college situated in Maharashtra, state or AIMS or central government institutions, which is basically means, did you study in Maharashtra? MBBS in Maharashtra. It can be any institute. So in Maharashtra state or AIMS or central government institution. AIMS or central government institution may be any institution. Now if you select yes on this, let's say you select no on this, then you will have to select, if you have not done it from Maharashtra, you have to select where you passed your MBBS from. Whether it is an MBBS from, if you are not in Maharashtra, then it should be outside within India or outside India. So those two options are given, outside of Maharashtra seat or completely outside India, foreign medical graduate. Foreign medical graduates are not eligible, you will know for which one. Foreign medical graduates are not eligible for government quota seats of Maharashtra, only for possibly NRI seats. Medical college from where you passed MBBS, and then select the college type, whether it is government, private, AIMS or central government institution. This is for yes. If you select yes, it means you have studied in Maharashtra. Then you select college type as government, private. Most of you would have studied my MBBS in Maharashtra. You will select yes over here and then select any one of these depending upon this your eligibility will also be there. In case you select government, you will select the medical college where you passed out from, and same for private medical colleges too. Also you need to select if there is a private medical college, you will see this. If there is a private medical college, bond is not applicable. So whoever selects private medical college will see bond not applicable. There were queries on, I have completed in private medical college, should I upload an undertaking? No undertaking. Bond will automatically show up to be not applicable. If it is AIIMS or central government institution, again bond will not be applicable, but you will have to enter your medical college and the name of the university. If it is government, then you will see the bond applicable. If the bond is applicable, then you will have to mention whether you have completed the bond or an undertaking saying it is less than 2 years, or I will give you the bond release certificate. Anything should be there. Whether the candidate has passed MBBS degree at a 15%, in case this is applicable actually when the candidate says he has passed MBBS, he is a domicile of Maharashtra but has passed MBBS from outside, yes or no you can select. If you have passed MBBS from outside Maharashtra under 15% AAQ, if you are a domicile of Maharashtra, you are eligible. So basically give all the information exactly as is and then go ahead. In case you have completed, this will take some time on it, bond service, if you have completed your bond, then mention yes. Basically you have completed your bond. If you are going to complete your bond in 1 month, 2 months, you are planning for that, then taking admission later, then give an undertaking saying, I will be getting my bond release certificate at a later point in time, or I will be completing my bond at a later point in time. If it is the second attempt or first attempt, then give an undertaking saying this is my first or second attempt. The formats are available. In ZyNerd, if you go in ZyNerd, you will have the formats available. Go to resources section of ZyNerd. This is for all the candidates who are ZyNerd subscribers. Under the pointers, you will see certificates and documents required. Under that, Maharashtra State Counselling documents from the prospectus and undertaking and bond. This undertaking and bond that will be available over here if it is your first or second attempt. We will also put up the second undertaking into the under the, I think it should be under the documents or prospectus, else we will add that as well. We will add that as part of the undertaking, whichever, I mean, in case you have not completed the bond and you want to say that we will provide a bond release certificate at a later point in time, we will also add that over here. So straightforward, you will mention the bond release certificate, whether undertaking is to be given or not. Again emphasizing, undertaking is required only if you have not completed your bond. If you are going to, this is the first or second year, an undertaking saying first or second year. If it is later, then if you're going to get a bond release certificate later by paying the amount, or you're going to complete in 10-15 days, say that the bond release is in process and we'll get you the bond release certificate soon. Previous attempts, number of attempts you can select. If it is 2021, 22, 23, you can select all 3 or you can mention none accordingly. Medical council registration, mention yes. Obviously, if you are registered only, you are eligible to apply. But if you have mentioned as applied, that is also fine. You have just completed, you have applied for the medical council registration, mention as applied. Mention as applied, so only then you will be able to move ahead. Medical council registration receipt number, or if you have applied, mention the receipt number which is there in your application form. It can be any state medical council, need not be Maharashtra Medical Council. Just the application form number is fine. If you mention yes, the exact register number needs to be there. Whatever number is in there in your certificates, that is obvious, you would know that. That is your registered medical practitioner number as well. Do you want to apply for which the following seats? Now comes the most relevant part as far as security deposit is concerned. Government seats only or both government and private, this will define how much money you pay as security deposit. If it is government seats, it is around 25,000. If it is both government and private, it is 1 lakh. There are always queries from candidates whether I can change this during round 2. Till last year, let us say you select government over here, then during round 2, one was able to select the private seats by paying another 75,000. During login itself, it will ask for, when you are logging in for choice filling, that was possible last year. But we can't confirm for this year, but that was possible. Save, and that is pretty much, you're done with most of the information that was provided, all this information. Now we move on to the payment and the uploading of documents only. Preview your application very clearly, one by one, go through all the details. You shouldn't make a mistake. Take some time, 10-15 minutes, and then say confirm and next. Every information needs to be checked. After that, confirm and next. Don't go through any information, etc. check the security deposit that needs to be paid. Very, very clear, because you cannot come back in round 1 and edit the application form at a later point in time. So please check it, whether you have selected all the right information, whether you have selected reservation, whether you have selected the right domicile, whether you have selected where you passed your MBBS from. These are very, very critical fields. Enter that, and your reservation as well. Then go ahead. You can say confirm and next when you based on the inputs given, and then go ahead and submit the declaration. Once you submit the declaration, you will not be able to correct the details. So after submission, you cannot edit the details. There is very short time frame of second till second. So please ensure that you go back once again, just for the sake of why we are telling you, again check everything and then do a submit. So once you submit, yes, it will take you to this page. Session application is the page which says here you will have to pay the amount. 3,000 is the application fee and 25,000 is the security deposit. In case you have selected a security deposit of, in case you have selected government and private, 1 lakh would be the security deposit plus 3,000 that you need to pay. Apply and then go ahead. At any point in time, you can come back over here and click on your profile, and in the next step is, after the payment, is document upload. We'll come to document upload. The undertakings are available. You just print out the undertakings and sign it. That is sufficient. Here you have the upload. While you are uploading, you will have to upload the application form. You are doing the application form now. It is complete, but for upload of certificates, you will have to upload your application form. That is how Maharashtra works. Now, so go here to the applied session, and because you already had session application and your applied session is over now, application is over now, go here and then you will be able to click on this link. When you click on this, you will have to click on this links, and it says application report. Click on that and you will get your application form in a PDF format. Save it and then keep it with you. Like mentioned in certain videos, it is always better to have these certificates ready. You need all these certificates. It says application form. There will be 1 or 2 other certificates depending upon what category that you fall under, what you have selected, etc. If you are NRI, etc. We will go through the basic ones. Application form. This, when will you come in? You will come back to document upload after you have made the payment and confirmed and made the payment. Now, a document upload, application form is the first document which you downloaded from this link over here, and then you have MCA the certificate from the head of the institute showing that medical college is recognized, MCA recognition certificate. That you will have to mention the document that is that you have uploaded. Medical fitness certificate, annexure M. You get it from any medical practitioner. A friend of yours is fine, a colleague of yours is fine. Under a letterhead is preferable, and a seal is definitely required. Seal and sign is required, preferably under a letterhead. Admit card of NEET PG 2024, not the June 23rd admit card, August 11th admit card. In case you have an admit card without verified stamp, without anything, just print the admit card and upload it. That is sufficient. Clarification regarding bond release certificate. This is one certificate that everybody who has mentioned that they will be uploading an undertaking will upload. This format is also available. A simple print and sign is fine. Any photo ID card, one of these. NEET PG statement of marks, which is the scorecard that you need to upload. NEET PG scorecard, August 30th one we need to upload. Nationality certificate or valid Indian passport or higher secondary school leaving certificate. Any one has been fine, mentioning the nationality as Indian. Domicile certificate is required for those candidates who are claiming domicile of Maharashtra, and basically for reservation this is a requirement. Internship completion, MBBS passing or degree or passing certificate, and the permanent or provisional state medical council registration. State medical council registration is fine. Once you have done this, then you can submit, and the document upload part will also be over, and then that is pretty much done. Payment is done, document upload is done. You will have to wait for the counseling for choice filling. That will start at a later point in time. They have not intimated it. Time is short, within possibly by 2nd of October this closes, but time, you have a lot of time. It will take possibly 1 to 1.5 hours maximum if you go slow to complete the entire application form. But ensure that you always preview everything before you submit. That is always better. And also select the right quota, right category basically that you belong to, and the right set of institutes, whether you want to apply for government or government and private now itself. That is always better. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any queries, you can call us on the subscriber helpline. We'll respond to your queries. Jharkhand, Andhra Pradesh and management and government, which started yesterday, will be up tomorrow. Please wait for 2 days. It takes time for us to go through everything. We have run a session on Jharkhand too, Andhra Pradesh too. It will help you out. Thank you so much.